Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Michael Grebas joining us here again, our founder and CEO from Create It Now Coaching. Yes, he's a life and business relationship coach, and he's here to talk more to help you create it right now. How are you?
Oh, Jill, I am doing wonderful. It's great. We just had 2 feet of snow right here in Colorado
You're
Springs over the
kidding.
weekend.
Oh my
It's been
goodness.
crazy, but it was so much fun. Great exercise. Love the workout and love how the grass is turning to green. Trees are starting to bud. So springtime is wonderful.
And it's rejuvenating, right? That feel is nothing like it, the change of seasons. I mean, trust me, I like the warm weather, but I don't think I could ever live in a warm weather place. I'd miss the seasons. I'd miss that snowfall. I'd miss a little bit of the foliage. So I'm excited. Spring is here in a sense, and we're excited to talk to you about how you're always making things happen. Tell us about the work you do and who you are, since there are new time listeners, I'm sure, tuning in.
Well, thank you very much. And for everyone listening today, you are here by design and by purpose. You were meant to be listening to this podcast here
So
today.
true. Yep.
So I am Michael Grebas with Create It Now Coach, because you are looking for answers in your life, in your relationship, in your business, right here, right now. And that's what this is all about. Over 20 years of experience working with individual people, corporates, it does not matter. You can be a CEO of a company, you can be a startup business, you can be in a relationship that you're not getting the most out of. And Jill, here's another thing when we talk about relationships. What kind of relationship do we have with ourselves? So when we're not really happy with who we are, where we're at in life, there are answers, there are solutions. And today we're going to give you some of those answers and solutions. So, Jill, let's get started on this rock and roll path that we're on.
I'm excited. Let's do it. And hold on, if they want to reach out to you, I got to point this out again. CreateItNowCoaching.com. We're going to go there and see what problems we all have. We all have something, right? We all could use the help with something. Where do
Yes,
we
we
start?
do. Yes, and that's why I hire coaches to coach me. So it is absolutely crucial that we get insight. We get somebody who has our best interest in mind. And anyone can literally text me with a question, with a problem, with a challenge, and I will help give them an answer. So let me do this. For the first 100 people that do this, yes, 100 people, I will answer your question. No charge, no selling, no nothing. Just text me your question and your issue, and I will help you get an answer to it right on the spot.
All right, I'm ready. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't
So
tell me
to
you
do
froze.
that, all they have to do is text me at 719-339-7402.
Perfect. One more time.
719-339-7402. Text me. Let's get some answers.
Perfect. In the meantime, let's talk about some challenges that we think our listeners maybe are dealing with. Yeah, because I think there's a lot that you can help people with. I mean, as a coach, you see everything, right? Is there something in particular that stands out for you today that you want to address?
Well, one of the things that keeps coming up over and over and over again is clarity, is understanding, is knowing where to go with what's happening in my life right now. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you're at, or where you've come from. Because I can tell you, as a young boy being stuck in a foster home, orphanage, being put back in the home, there's always been a lot of challenges in and around my life, along with bad decision making on my part.
Yeah.
So with that, the one thing that changed everything, Jill, was when I recognized I had to take care of my own stuff first, rather than blaming the rest of the world. Well, it's the government's the issue. It's the society that's the issue. It is my upbringing that's the issue. I had to put all of that negativity aside and recognize when I took full ownership and responsibility and stopped blaming, that set me free. And it set me
Mm-hmm.
on a whole new course. And isn't that a great way to start out from a place of freedom and strength and
Freedom.
opportunity?
Home singing. Don't mind me.
Now,
The George Michael song Freedom just popped into my head.
oh gosh, that is such a great song because yes, it is about freedom. It's about recognizing that this is our life. We are the author of our stories. And
Yep.
what sentence, what paragraph, what chapter are you
Mm-hmm.
writing in your life right now? So if you're focused on the past, if
Right.
you're focused on the negativity,
Ugh.
if you're focused on the problems, that's all you're going to see. And you're only going to see more problems, more challenges. And Jill, do you know what that does to us when that's all we're focused in on?
It holds us down, it weighs us down, it doesn't let us move forward, I believe, but I'm not the expert. Just that's what I think.
Well, Jill, you are an expert because you've lived long enough and you've
Yep.
experienced so many different challenges in life that for you, look at you, you're a survivor. Jill, you have survived everything up to this point in your life, which has
True.
made you stronger, more
Mm-hmm.
dynamic, more capable of problem solving, having an extraordinary life.
So
And
true.
here
Yep.
we are on this podcast here today going, there is more to life. Let's grab it. Let's embrace it. It's waiting for us. You can't do that when your mind and your focus and your energy is in a negative zone. And so that's the first thing that everyone here today needs to be able to really work on themselves with. 100% personal accountability, responsibility, respectability, and last off, self love.
Gotta have that self-love. Uh-huh. Hard things sometimes, right?
It is very hard because when I'm in that negative place, I'm making bad decisions. I'm not in a good place in my head, which means usually physically I'm not in a good place. My behavior and actions are not in a good place. So, how can I love myself when I got all of this negative, bad stuff going on that takes me off the path I'm supposed to be on? So today, every single person that's listening right here, right now, you're on a path. Now, is that path a path of failure and problems and trauma and reliving the past again and again and again? Or are you going to make the choice? And here's the key, Jill. This is so great. Are you going to make the choice that now puts you on the path of success? And no matter what comes across your path, you're going to get the best outcome of a hard, tough, bad situation. And at the same time, you're going to find strength and courage and desire and want to be better at whoever you are, be better in that relationship, be better at business. And I see you smiling here,
I
Jill,
am
because,
smiling.
oh my gosh, it is so great to know that we get to choose this. We get to choose it and let's do it. Oh my gosh. I can't stand myself some days.
No, it's true though. But you have this exuberance, this energy, this. We got to do you like give some of that to us when we work with you? Does it like transfer this energy that you have? Because it's amazing. And
Well, thank you. And now it is
it's
contagious. So think about
inspiring. Yeah, I feel like I'm like getting pumped up, like I'm at a personal training session, which I don't even work
it.
out. But you got that energy to inspire, to ignite, to kickstart, which I love.
Well, thank you very much. And everyone listening, and I'm going to come back to this a lot today because this is about you today. This is not about me, not about Michael, not about Jill. This is about you. So,
Okay.
as Jill and I were just talking, and you see that she feels more energetic, more ready to thrive in life because she's got her energy level up. So Tony Robbins talks about this. When you walk into a relationship, are you more likely to give the most and the best of yourself to somebody who is low energy, who is negative, who has a bad attitude, who has bad behavior? Are
Mm-mm.
you going to give yourself to that person, Jill?
Oh, heck no.
No. I love that. She's like, oh, not at all. Not even
Mm-mm.
hesitating with that. So then that's the road to failure. Now, let's do person A, who you walk into that relationship and that person is full of energy, full of life. They're eating right, they're sleeping right, they've got the right mindset and belief system, they got great behaviors, and no matter what challenge they have faced, they have met that challenge head on,
Mm-hmm.
become stronger in their failures, and now they're going to bring the best of themselves to you. Now, which person do you want to be in a relationship with?
I want to be in a relationship with the positive one that's moving me forward, that's helping me out, that's my comrade, my cheerleader, yeah, not the Debbie Downer. Not for me.
Yeah, and it all goes to what do you believe about yourself? And the person that says, well, I can't. And let's talk about this. There are people who say, I can't because I'm controlled by the past, by fear. I give up on myself. I'm discouraged, lazy, frozen. I have self destructive behavior, self hatred, and I reject anybody who gives me positive energy and tells me I have the power to change. So that person that says, I can't do it, I can't achieve it, I can't have money, I can't have a good relationship,
Ah,
that's what holds them on the path to failure. Now, as we talk about one world versus the other world, person A now says, I can
I
because I
can, I
am
can, I can.
courageous,
I think I can.
powerful,
Mm-hmm.
determined. I am a force to be reckoned with. I believe in myself. I create lifelong results. And as I look at this, I'm determined, I'm disciplined, I'm relentless.
Yeah,
And that is what the Create It Now coach is all about.
I hear you, but you froze again.
Uh, uh,
That's what you're all
this,
about. I got it.
this internet stuff is killing me. We're working on it.
It's better. It's better. It's much better. It was just a quick pause. There's only a few of them so far. All right. Remind us how we contact you, and then we'll continue.
Okay, so the best way to contact me is just text me, call me, 719-339-7402, or go to my website. You can submit the form right on the homepage that says you got something going on, and that is michaelgrebas.com. Michael Grebas, Grebas.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, let's continue. What's happening? Tell us the phone number again if someone wants to text you.
719-339-7402.
And you are making it happen. What else is on the agenda for today? Did you want to talk about some of the people you're working with? Any news stories? What's happening in your world?
Yes. In fact, I had a gentleman come in the other day and he was telling me, Mike, I've got to make a multi-million-dollar decision on whether
Oh,
to sell my company or to keep working on it so I can retire in 5 years. And he goes,
uh,
I don't know what to do. So here's what he was doing. He had one thought, one idea why he should sell it. Then think of this like a tree. And that was a tree branch that came up. One thought, well, I can sell my company. Then off of that, he goes, now, how much do I sell it for? Do I stay in the company and work as a consultant? Now that's another limb coming off of that limb.
Wow.
And then what does that do? Do I have intellectual property? That was another thought.
Yeah.
And then what happened is he had so many branches coming off of this limb, he could not remember what his original thought was 35, 40 minutes later. So
Mm.
then he's going, my head is swimming. I'm lost. I don't know where to go, what to do. So I have a 4 foot by 6 foot whiteboard in my office. And literally, and whether we're on Zoom or in person, it doesn't matter. We're able to go through it and map out what your initial thought is, what your middle thought is, what your ending thought is, and we map out all the possibilities right there, right on the spot. Within 2 hours, he's like, I can't
Ah.
believe how I feel
Yeah.
and how okay I'm going to be with my decision here. So he's making a $5 million decision and was able to have clarity and understanding within 2 hours of one session.
Oh, that's pretty amazing. Wow. That's quick.
Yeah, and it's because he knew his business. He knows the industry. So we tapped into what he knew, what he can do, what he does believe. And all of a sudden, he felt stronger. He sat up in his chair. He was fully engaged. He wasn't overwhelmed and in distress mode. So that's
Amazing.
one of the other things that I'd like us to touch on. Jill, have you ever felt really stressed out and it's lasted more than one day?
Plenty of times. Yes.
Yes, and it's so easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out. And in our society, we get so stressed out, it lasts more than one day, 1 week, 1 month. It's called chronic stress. And when we have chronic stress, it does something to us biologically, psychologically, environmentally, and
Mm.
it makes it hard for us to want to show up, have a good life, achieve incredible success.
Yep.
So, as a life, business, and
Ah.
relationship coach, we're able to help you find the answers that you need right here, right now on each and every one of these platforms here to make sure that you remove the stress, find the solutions, and now get into the mindset I can have a vibrant, exciting life. I can get out, hike, bike, rollerblade, and climb
Yep.
14,000-foot mountains. And I'm 64 years old. Okay, now, wait a minute. That was my story. What's your
Uh-huh.
story? What are
My
you going to do with your life? And you get to choose. So, Jill, you get to choose your life. And what kind of fun choices have you made that has really changed your life?
oh my gosh, what choices have I changed that I've made? Oh, mine are I don't know. It's the choices I made that changed my life was my move from the city living out to the suburbs where my family was. Big, living in the city for so long, small little cramped space, and then having a kid. Oh, and then having two kids. It's like, wait, I was scared. I was horrified that my mom's dying of cancer. So I moved out east to a place called Long Island, about an hour away from the city. And that was like 7 years ago. It was the best decision of my life, but it was so scary, so stressful. So I didn't think I could do it. I didn't. And I did.
And see, Jill, that's the beautiful thing about who you are in your state of being. At some point, you took all the trials you were going through and recognized you had to make the best educated decision for yourself. So you surround yourself with good people. You
Yeah.
get good thoughts going through your mind. You look at all the different options. And then you know intuitively because you trust yourself. You may not know the outcome, so we don't just work to the outcome here. What we do is we work the process
Yeah.
that creates the outcome. So look at how much wisdom you have, how much experience you have, how incredible you are, and you've been successful through your life, overcoming any obstacle that has ever got in your way. And when life happens and family members and people we love have cancer or whatever, we don't give up. We don't
Yeah.
slow down. We don't give in. We are relentless and we will thrive. And that's what America is built on, us to be able to thrive together,
Yeah.
united. And that's why we are the United States. Although in our government, you certainly don't see that in the chambers of Congress. They are not united like they should
Hmm.
be and like they're supposed to be. So, for any of you congressmen and senators that are listening right now, get it together. Let's get united and let's make this country incredible again. And we can, we will, and we are. See, you and I are here helping people decipher, are they in the negative zone? How do they get out of that into
Yeah.
the positive?
And
You shift your mindset.
keeping them there, shifting them, keeping them there. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, and that's what this is about is we jump in there and we fight together in unity to make ourselves and each other better. And that's what I love being here with you because you you help with that energy for me to be able to be so animated, I would say.
Ditto. You too. Yeah, exactly. We're feeding off each other's
Yeah, and
positive energy.
yeah, and it really is. And that's why on my website, it's Live Life by Design.
Okay.
So I am designing my life. You're designing your life, and that's the power you hold in your hand.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready to make that change? Come on, step forward, reach out, reach out.
And that's what it's all about.
There.
I had to take the first step. You had to take the first step. Tony Robbins does. Anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're at, take the step. Challenge yourself. Be courageous for yourself. And as you do that, results show up and your life transforms right in front of you.
It sure does. I love it. I love it. I love it. We still got a few minutes left. So to, people out there kind of stuck in their own funk, and not sure how to get to where they want to go. What do you say to them?
Well, the first thing I say is stop, take in some deep breaths. Because what happens is your mind can be running out of control. It
Mm-hmm.
can be like you were talking earlier, suppressed. You can be depressed. You can be angry and frustrated. By stopping in that moment, take in deep breaths into the count of four and out to the count of four, you disrupt that stress mechanism in your body.
Yep.
And then by doing that, now you get to choose where to go from that point forward. So for everyone listening, do this for about 2, 3 minutes. Disrupt all the negativity, the uncertainty, the doubt, the fear, the anger, the shame, the regret, whatever woulda, coulda, shouldas that are playing in your mind right now. Disrupt it and then take a strong, powerful, positive action. Do one thing. And that one thing is shift your mindset into saying, something new is possible.
Yep.
It's my job to find it, build the skills, get the people around me, call Michael, because I'm here to tell you within an hour, hour and a half, we can transform everything in that time frame. So make the step, take the call, let's do it, and your life will never be the same because of it.
I love it. You got me pumped. And you're pumping us all up. So if we want to get in touch with you, Michael Grebas, and by the way, you would never know it was just snowing, I should say, because like, you're showing your arms today. You look like you've been working out all day, like it's a hot weather day. But again, Colorado Springs, you said how many feet of snow?
2 feet of snow.
Unbelievable. See, looks could be deceiving. I thought you were at the gym. It's a nice hot weather day in Colorado today, but you could really you look good and you look tan too.
Yes, it's the lighting and the makeup, Jill. I love it.
It looks great. Well, how can we live by design and get to know you and find out more about your programs?
Well, I'll tell you, all you have to do is call or text me. Could not be any easier than dialing 719-339-7402. That's my cell phone. It's on 24 hours a day. Call me, text me, change your life. Change your relationship, change your business, because you are responsible for your success.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much for being here, for joining us, and giving me this energy that I'm going to take with me the rest of the day, and all this positivity, which I hope will last throughout the week and the weekend, because sometimes we get down. Any advice for a pick-me-up tip for those, to keep this energy going today?
Well, it is great because you know what? We all get down. The question is, how long am I going to stay down?
Yeah.
Or do I stay down, look up, and I get up? So get up quickly, shift your mindset, get on the path of success, and be courageous and a force to be reckoned with.
Perfect. Thank you again, Michael Grebas. We appreciate your time here today. We appreciate your energy and helping others. CreateItNowCoaching.com. Reach out, tell them we sent you, shoot them a text, and you have a fantastic week.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.